everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're jumping back into Scarlett Hollow. It has been a hot minute since I have played last. I don't know about y'all. I don't know how those videos are going out for you all. But yes. So last we were here, we had a choice to make. So you have plenty of time before dinner with at Reese's house. I can explore / street smart, meet with Isaac, go after Kanika, swing by Stella's, check in on Oscar, go to the diner and see Avery, or wait for Tabitha, which obviously we're not going to wait for Tabitha. But we should meet. You probably have time to slip off and hear what Isaac has to say before Tabitha even knows you're gone. Okay, so we're gonna go. You hold the bell on the door to the general store, quietening them while you make a silent exit. Ooh. You find Isaac smoking out by the dumpster behind Winnie's diner. Thought you weren't gonna show. Here I am. Listen, I don't have a lot of time to talk, especially with you. But I put 2 and 2 together. I know you're related to the boss, and the other guys are all riled up. They're talking action. If they saw me out here with you, they'd think I has some kind of scab. But none of them will listen to me, especially now. They've all got bigger things to worry about than a single missing minor. I haven't forgotten about him, though. Anything you want to know, just ask. Ooh, okay. Did anything happen to him at the mines? Find any weird stuff? Uncovered anything that wasn't meant to be uncovered? No. I don't think so. A few shifts he was picking up were all above ground, mostly operating machinery. Pretty cushy stuff, to be honest. Of course. Okay. What kind of action are people talking? Isaac glances around nervously. They're talking about strike, but you didn't hear that from me. Isaac. Okay. So, Tabitha was dating an employee? That's normally no. Yeah, it wasn't the first time either. I saw some other fella she's dated, and they said she was the coldest woman they'd ever met. That doesn't surprise me. Had a habit of dropping them a few months in before picking up with the next poor son of a bitch who'd fell for her wiles. I guess us coal boys are pretty desperate. I've met a few coal miners in my life, and I don't want to say yeah, but yeah. Especially when a woman of means like that approaches you. You never know if you're gonna be the one who lucks out and locks down that old family wealth. Guess Wayne wasn't lucky. I told you yesterday that your friend isn't missing, but why wouldn't he come to tell me he's alright? Where is he staying? Why is he hiding from everyone? It just doesn't sound like him. I'm not sure that the man you think is Wayne is really him. I mean, it's all kind of goopy now, I think. He's all goopy now? I think there's something wrong with him. Something medical. Goopy? Jesus. I hope he's getting treatment. Maybe that's why he's been distant. Why would he be following me? Damn if I know. I didn't even know you existed till yesterday. Good to know. I suppose Tabitha could have told him about you, or maybe he's trying to get someone close to his ex. Seems like a pathetic move to me, but relationships change people. Maybe even a man like Wayne could be broken by someone like her. Yeah, my cousin has that way with people. Do you think Tabitha did something to him? I'm just gauging. Yes, I do. That, or maybe Pearline. I didn't even know what it would be. But something happened up at that house. The week it went down, everybody was so up in arms about Miss Parlane's death. Almost nobody cared about the fact that some transplant miner has gone missing. Yeah. Do you have any theories? I figured he was dead. I guess I'm not sure now that you said you've seen him. But sure, you could say I got a couple theories. Maybe Tabitha tried to break it off and he didn't take it too well and ended in him getting offed. Or an ex of hers got involved and offed him out of jealousy. Could be he stole his jacket and that's who's you've been seeing. I hope he's just wandering around like you say. But I'm not convinced. Yeah. What was he like? He was a lighthearted kind of guy. Always joking around on the job. Amazing fella to grab beers with. Not keen on doing hard work, so it wasn't strange that he barely picked up any shifts once the relationship started. I'm sure he saw her as a bit of a meal ticket, but so maybe he wasn't too smart, but he was a good friend. Closest one I had. Isaac sighs, taking one last long drag of his cigarette. I appreciate coming to talk. I can't say I'm happy with what you've told me, but I'm glad someone is looking into this. Seems like everyone else is perfectly happy to sweep it under the rug. Isaac tosses the cigarette butt. It goes without saying that you better not be telling anyone we talked. And if you see him, or whoever is pretending to be him, tell him his buddy is worried about him, alright? Isaac heads back inside and you find yourself alone again. Okay. I could text my cousin and warn her about the strike. I don't know. After being in the mine, it just might not be a safe place to work. So maybe as much as I'd hate to see like my family stuff, you know, go awry, but I mean, if it's not safe, it's not safe. Go after Kanika, swing by Stella's, check in on Oscar, or go to the diner to see Avery. I don't know. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cute. You know what? I'm obviously not going to text my cousin, but this is why I got to get my dice out, because the internet is so bad here. I'm trying to get Google to pick my friggin' number. I guess we're just gonna close my eyes and pick something. I don't know what I picked. You follow the direction Kanika stormed off in, and as soon as you find yourself in a disused parking lot hidden behind the shuttered shops on Main Street. She's sitting alone in the back of her van, but she notices you lurking on the edge of the parking lot and waves, her troubled expression brightening into a smile. Hey, you made it! Hop on in! Sorry you stopped to find me at the store. Taking mental health today. Plus, I feel like ass. I'm exhausted and a little out of it. Must have inhaled too much coal dust last night. True. You still look fine as Stop! Stop it! Horny, stop it. Stop flirting with everybody. Okay. How are you doing after last night? I mean, we did go through a lot. Oh, you know, not great. At least I was able to get sleep once the adrenaline wore off, even if I barely feel like I got any rest at all. Now I've got a raging headache. Ugh, I hope I'm not coming down with something. Before things got heated with my folks, Mom gave me some more tea that's supposedly good for, I don't know, recovery? Rejuvenation? Yeah, probably. Must have been caffeinated or something because it did not help me fall asleep. But it kind of helped with the headache, so at least it tastes good. What about you? I don't know. You know, just feeling lucky to be alive. That's good attitude. Hopefully the rest of the week is uneventful. We'll make sure to have a chill one today. We'll just hang out with friends and have some fun trying to look for ghosts that don't exist. Or maybe they don't. Or maybe don't exist. Not gonna lie, I'm starting to question my fundamental understanding of how the world works. Yeah, girl, after the mines, 100%. Hmm. Are we still going to head over to Reese's place today? Oh, right. With everything going on, I almost forgot. Yeah, I think that's around 4. Here's hoping he's still up for it. I'm dying to know what he's been up to in his little dungeon room of his. Yeah. I'd be lying if I say I wasn't worried about the guy, even with everything else that's been going on. He's so mysterious. Can't wait to meet this strange basement man. I'm glad you found the Phantom of the Opera vibes intriguing. There's an airplane going over. I don't need to look. It's probably going to be good for him to meet new people. Maybe it'll get him to leave his underground fortress from every now and then. Any tips about making a good impression? I don't think you need to worry about making a good impression. If I know Reese, he'll be way too worried about his own shit to even think about being offended by anything you say. Aw. Good. Even if you insult his art, he'd probably just think he deserved it, the poor guy. Don't do that, by the way. It would be like kicking a puppy. I would never tell somebody that. Yeah, what kind of art does he do? Really dark stuff. It's good though. The guy is terrible at getting it out there. Not that I blame him, but it's the sort of stuff that'll blow up in a second he dies. Which hopefully won't be for a long time. I hope not. Sorry to get a little macabre. His mom's got it rough. Her whole life probably derailed by this. I don't trust her. You remain silent at that. So, ghost hunting tonight? Yep, I didn't forget Stella's little evening plans. I'm still pretty sure that there's no such thing as ghosts, but I'm starting to lose a little bit of that conviction. After last night and seeing those ditch things in the road, Kanika visibly shudders. There's hoping it's just pipes or something, and I don't need to see any more supernatural shit this week. I still think that there's a rational explanation for this. What happened in the mines was probably hallucinations from gas, and those creatures were probably some weird animals. Yeah, you're right. I should be quick to start jumping on my own shadow. There's a million things that might make people think their house is haunted or ghosts are real. Actually, it's way at the bottom of the list. I really do wonder what's going on in there. Though, Oscar always struck me as a rational guy. It seems like it'd take a lot to rile him up like this. Like, he thinks there's ghosts in the house. There's gotta be something really messed up with the place. Hopefully, it's safe and there isn't carbon monoxide leak or anything like that. Oscar's smart enough he wouldn't make that mistake. sure. A soft breeze blows across the lot as you and Kanika share a quiet moment. Both your phones buzz in unison. You reach for them at the same time. Almost forgot it's Mayor Jimmy Day. Good excuse to head over to the library. We should check in with Oscar. Meet y'all there in half an hour. Wow, I totally blanked on Mayor Jimmy Day thing. It's almost like we went through a traumatic event or something. I'm not on top of my schedule. But Stella's right. It gives us a chance to meet up with Oscar, and Mayor Jimmy's awfully cute. No, the mayor just ruined our moment. Yeah, why is meeting the mayor such a big event? You'll find out soon enough. I won't spoil the fun. Anyways, we'll chill with Mayor Jimmy, go to Reese's for dinner, and have some ghost hunting tonight. Thank God we had so much going on today. I really needed this distraction. Shall we? Let's go to the library. You and Kanika make your way to the library. It's busier than usual. A small crowd has formed in the corner of the main foyer. Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Lynx to the mayor for, like, the entire time I've known her. Which has only been, like, a few days, by the way. I've never gotten to introduce someone to the mayor before. It'll be worth it, trust us. Alright, shall we? Is it a dog? I knew it! I knew it. It had to be. The way that they were talking, it had to be like a cat or a dog as the mayor. It's a dog. You could tell the dog is the mayor from the little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. You haven't met the serious man by his side, but you can assume he's the mayor's handler. He holds out a paw to shake your hand. Of course, it's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. You reach forward, take the mayor's little paw in your hand. His burly security detail stops you. No paw shaking, only head pats and ear scratches allowed. Oh. Isn't he just the cutest? Isn't the best part of living at Scarlett Hollow besides the nature? And all my friends and Winnie's Biscuits. Oh, and the close-knit small town community, of course. But having a dog for a mayor is close bit no contest. Gretchen squirms in Stella's arms, straining to get at Mayor Jimmy. Whoa, Gretchen, calm down, old girl. You're gonna pull a messel. Miss Richmond, I'm going to have to ask you and your dog to step away from the mayor. I should have known better. These two have never been able to get along. Stella walks off, struggling to hold Gretchen back. Kanika is quick to follow. Follow them, of course. Why would I stay here? It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Before you could catch up with your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Oh, bad vibes! Street smart. Whoever he is, you feel his desperation to make good first impression. A self-sustained and self-fulfilling prophecy. Okay. Sounds like Gretchen and the mayor have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Lynx. Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt. I'm sure she's in a better place now. Oh. I doubt Perlane was in a better place. It sounds like she was awful. Oh, I'm sure she wasn't that bad. Most people are good deep down inside. It's best not to speak ill of the dead. Hey, do you know anything about ghosts? Ghosts, never encountered one myself, and I've heard stories of folks have been visited by their loved ones for beyond the grave, and it seems like it provides them with some sort of spiritual healing. But their beloved relatives are watching over them, even in death. Is this spouse Perlane or perhaps your mother? Have you been visited by her? You gotta bring up my dead mom. You gotta bring up my dead man. No, Oscar's place is haunted. He asked us if we could figure it out. Oh, like a Scooby-Doo episode or something. I'm afraid I don't buy into that particular notion. It's a bit too spiritualist. Oh my god. Ugh, my brain. Now, I'm just gonna keep skipping. Yeah, I simply don't believe in malicious spirits lingering neither in heaven nor hell, jumping out of the closet to scare us. Now there's gonna be a perfectly rational explanation to whatever he has saw. Well, I trust Oscar, but I'm sure Mr. Oh my god. What the hell is that name? I'm not pronouncing that. Saw something, but I just suggesting he may have misinterpreted a sign from beyond. A lot of folks are frightened from presented with such visions. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Yeah, I should go. It's nice meeting you, though. Of course. If you find yourself in need of counseling or spiritual guidance, you know where to find me. Ah. Yeah, it sounds lovely. Thank you. Really? Oh, that's great. Sorry, I just didn't usually get positive response when I ask folks if they want to come up to the church. Anytime it works for you, just swing by. I'm sure I'll be around. It was lovely to meet you, and you have a blessed day, Lynx. Okay, anybody else get a creepy-ass vibe from this? Okay. Let's go after them. Oh my god. Poor Rosalina. I can't even imagine how scary this has been for her. She seems to be at high spirits right now, but they've got her on some pretty strong pain medication. So I'm sure she is going to feel when it wears off. And it was the whole foot. Yep, it's bad, but she's alive and we're both able to move on from this. We just have to get through the tough parts first. Hey, we're here for you, man. Thank you, all of you. Everything feels like it happened so fast. I know your whole lives have changed, but it's taking my mind a little bit to catch up. I feel like it's such a mess. I hope it isn't keeping me from being the dad she needs right now. I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I better get going. Of course. I was only supposed to come back to pick up a few things, and then the hospital called and said there was a big bus accident on the highway and they need the beds, and I have to come pick her up. Even though her house is still haunted, and the only place she can lie down until then is the dirty back room that drove her away in the first place. And Mayor Jimmy Day is happening. Sorry. Just a little overwhelming. It's okay, Oscar. We're here to help. Yeah, we're gonna go get the ghost. We could always go ahead and do the ghost bust or whatever that we're calling it while we're out. We should be able to go right back to her old room as soon as she got back. That's probably a good idea, right? If only... But it doesn't come out during the day. So any busting attempts are gonna have to be made to wait until nightfall. I'm still not sure if we can even get rid of it at all. But I think I'd like to see for myself if it's gone. It managed to trick me a couple times, and I can't handle any more surprises right now. I've got every ghost hunting device known to man. You're in good hands, Oscar. Don't worry, Oscar. We'll fix this. Heck yeah, we will. Yeah, whatever this is, we're gonna get to the bottom of it tonight. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm heading out, but it should be dark by the time we get back, so I suppose I'll see you then. Oscar hurries off, keys jingling as he jogs out the door. Let's head out let's head up to Reese's. Maybe we can get him to come ghost hunting with us. Oh no, we're not going to try to get Dr. Kelly to let him leave the house, are we? She'll kick us out even asking. I wonder if he even knows what happened last night. I don't know how disconnected he is from the news around town. Geez, should we tell him? Gosh, I don't know. Maybe we're just play it by ear. Anyways, shall we? Time to go. Ooh, should we, like, who else should we, like, we should invite people. Okay, well, I finally met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside in grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't leave. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. I think he really wants people to like him, but it comes off as desperate, and it's a vicious cycle. Aw, when you put it, the whole situation is kind of sad. Even if that's the case, it doesn't mean I have to like him. Whatever the deal, go step beyond trying too hard to get people to like him. The man was grinning around all my dad's funeral. He's not normal. And I don't mean it in the, like, stigmatizing mental illness kind of way, but, like, the little siren that goes off every time I see him and tells me to get away from him. Yeah, same girl. That's exactly how I describe it, too. But the whole town feels the same way. I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends somewhere else. Do you mind if I invite Tabitha ghost hunting? Like, she's not gonna let me go out tonight. I'm lucky I snuck out now. Please don't. Oh my god, yes. Can you imagine how much fun it would be if she actually shows? Stella, come on. I know you think you have some sort of bond with her, but she is awful. She isn't nice to you. It just hasn't even given her a chance. Maybe if she comes along tonight, the two of you will finally get along. No. Okay. I can lie. I don't like lying to people. Like, I don't like lying Okay. I won't invite her. Great, thanks. But what about inviting Avery? Sure, I guess the more the merrier, right? Maybe they'll get an extra voice of reason that won't be much help to Oscar if we start jumping in at our own shadows. Cool, I'll text him on the way over to Reese's. Let's head to Reese's. All right, shall we head out? Of course. The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. You once again find yourself in front of Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Oh my god, my dyslexia. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels so much later. The sun already sinking behind the tall mountain that surrounds Scarlett Hollow. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as too early when you're hanging out with friends. Just extra time you get to spend together. Okay, but what if she yells at us? Too late, the door swings open. Hey, it's Reese! Reese! Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. You must be Lynx, right? I've heard all about you. Stella's been relentlessly about making sure I got all the Lynx updates. Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, aiming against Stella's grip. She tries to get between them. Are they here already? I knew you'd show up early, Stella, and brought that dog great. Oh yeah, I thought she might cheer Reese up. I don't know what has gotten into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside, but it's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in my van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave her some treats. You know, I always have some of those easy chew dog jerkies stashed away. But we go everywhere together. Do you want to come in or not? Kaniga nervously tugs Stella away towards the van. Well, what about you, Lynx? Are you coming in? Oh, sure. You follow Reese and Dr. Kelly inside. Stella and Kanika aren't far behind you. Ugh, the house feels cold. Not only is there odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy, to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If there weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls and baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you'd wandered into a real estate showing. So, how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around my kitchen. I make everything was done well in advance, and the only thing I have left are the rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go about your business. But I was kind of hoping we could see Reese's new art. We still have some time now, right? You aren't seriously considered subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than what I keep my room. Yeah, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care. Get up to him. Cool. We'll be downstairs. You wouldn't even know we were here. Oh my god, we're going to the basement. Holy shit. Quite nice. It's quite nice. Okay, the basement is what you might expect out of a torture artist who spends all his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line the edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls and paint, sneering out at their creator. Your mom's so scary. Yeah, she could be a little intense. Kind of overprotective, which is, I guess, makes sense. But anyways, make yourself comfortable. You're gonna have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Hadn't cleaned much. Oh! Your mom really looks out for you. Kanika, right? Your mom is scary. So, has Stella told you about everything that's happened the past few days? No. So you three go way back, huh? Almost to the womb. The school here is a tiny K-12, not exactly one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. I'm lucky we all got along so much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make any friends their own age. They just happened to be born around the same time with some real jerks that were stuck with them through their whole school career. Poor kids. Not that we were free from dealing with jerks, like the certain Scarlett I could name. I mean, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got to past that. Maybe to you, the way she used to look at me, you'd think I'd rolled into something foul every morning before school. Same here, though. To be fair, the feeling would have been mutual between us. She deserved it, though. Come ghost hunting with us tonight? Oh, wow. Do you think you'd be down for that? We'd love to have you. That would be so amazing, but I haven't been hadn't had the best luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking to town is enough to put me to bed for a week. It sucks. But I'm sure you'll bring your camera, Stella. I want to see everything that happened. I'll be your model. I'm here till Monday. Your mom's is kind of scary. I feel like she used to be less scary, but maybe I was just oblivious as a teen. Speak for yourself. It's possible she's gotten a bit more edge lately. I think my condition has been stressing her out a lot. Used to be something she thought she could fix, but I think she kind of accepted that it's just something we have to manage. But even if she's a little harsh, I mean, well, she's just looking out for me. I know you think you need her, but there's plenty of people out here who'd love to dote on you. I'm not doting on anybody. I don't know who I really want to date in this gosh darn game because everybody's a dateable character. I guess that makes sense. She probably is just worried about you and doing her best. Are you sure it's not just that I did something wrong? She'd never forgotten it and will hold against me until the day I die? Actually, Kanika, I think she admires you. She says that you have a good work ethic and she has a lot of respect for people like that. Really? She really said that? Whoa, I can't imagine how mean she must be to the people she doesn't like. I think she's usually nicer to them. That's how you know she's really messed up. What do you mean? Does she say things about me? You don't want to know. Oh well, you say that. No, I'd like to keep imagining us as very good friends. Cool. Your art? I think it's exquisite. I actually really like it. Thank you, Lynx. I didn't for people, so it's always a nice surprise when it resonates with someone, especially considering how personal these pieces are to me. Having other people look at them sometimes feels like I have them look over a raw wound. You know, I still got a painting I stole from you back in high school. I even took it to college with me. It made good stuff, dude. Oh no, you should get rid of that old thing. It was ancient. Knowing there's people out there who might have seen something. High school is horrifying. No way, it's rad and people complimented it all the time. You should gain real following if you just posted these online, you know? Nah, I think I'm okay sticking to sparsely populated late night live streams that all social media I can handle. I don't think how you do it still, having existed in front of all these people all the time. Knowing some version of your life in your heads, knowing their exact something out that you might not able to give them. Okay, but there's only time you'll put your art on display is a live stream during ghoul hours, when I'm gonna be able to see what you've been working on. Tell you what, when I die, I'll leave you my paintings, and then you can see them all. And maybe they'll be worth millions since I'll be dead. Dinner's gotta be ready by now, right? Almost on cue, Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table. Guess that's it for catching up. Make sure you all wash your hands with soap, and I don't want anyone sharing their germs. Sure thing, Doc. Yes, ma'am. You make your way towards the sink, but stop in your tracks, pull to an odd door at the end of the hallway. It feels out of place, like you've accidentally wandered into a different, older house, but more than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it, something dark and cold, something that reminds you of a dusty tunnel you narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum just beyond your hearing filled the air. You feel strange. You're compelled to approach the door, drawn to it, hypnotized. Oh god, I only have one option to open the door. Guys, this is like the longest scroll bar in the world. I'm... Oh my god, I only have one option. Okay. Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand. Your heart is full of both deep dread and compulsive need to know what's beyond the other side. What do you think you're doing? Well? There's just something compelling about this door. No, there isn't. Now wash your hands. You won't let her interrupt your need to know what's beyond the door. No, you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, cleaning up under her watchful eye, and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table, away from the door. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and light salad. Kanika is anxiously picking at her food. Stella's nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches at the chair next to him. Dr. Kelly's eyes on all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. She sits opposite of you, far end of the table. Her features silhouette against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. Given her protectiveness towards Reese, you find it odd that she's seated between the two of you rather than the other way around. It's almost as though she's guarded, not only towards you and Stella and Kanika, but towards her son as well. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. She obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I work too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste and brand. If you ever had any tips in easy cooked pasta sauce, no thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. Maybe we don't say that. She kind of gives me, like, she'll murder me. Yeah, like, small talk. Yeah, thanks for putting this together. I don't usually have a cook for so many people, so I'm glad there's enough for everyone. Reminds me of what it used to be like when the two would come over, hungry teenagers eating me out of house and home. I should have charged your parents for all the food that you went out through, honestly. I was running a restaurant, not a doctor's office. Why does no one in this town have two parents? That's fucked. Why would I say that? I feel like bringing up his art is going to... Reese is a talented artist. You must be proud of him. He's got a lot of skill honed through practice and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course I'm proud. Thanks. Thanks, Doc. Oof, bro. I don't trust her. After spending just a little bit of time... Yeah. Has there been any strange illnesses spreading around town? What? No. Are you sure you haven't met with minors who have unusual symptoms? Anyone who sort of drippy or strangely ominous when they talk? Sorry to pry. It's just doing my due diligence. Absolutely not. I barely have seen much as a runny nose, which is a good thing. If you're concerned about the mind, why don't you just have Lynx ask Tabitha? I have no interest in violating HIPAA for your weird little investigation into nothing. Okay, cool. I feel like we're gonna get nothing out of this lady. I feel like she's just gonna remain silent, quietly pick at your store-bought spaghetti and dinner rolls. So I was wondering if we could maybe watch a movie sometime this week while Lynx is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie talk. Yeah, we'll be just sitting downstairs in the dark. He's just used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. We're always overestimating how much you'll be able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like it's ever gonna change. I'm sick every day. I'm not getting any better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends can make me deemed I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask permission from my mom just to have friends over. Winston Payne, wrapping himself in an arm. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try to fix. Silent, eyes shot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it, I knew it. I knew this would be too much. Everyone get out of my house, please. Just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All of this does is hurt him more. But we can just leave him like this. Now is when he needs his friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I'm the doctor and his mother. I know you care about him. I know that he knows it too. But all of you would just be getting in the way. So just leave. Don't think we don't know something's up here. Yeah, wait, do we? I don't care what you think. I just want you out. I can take care of my son. The three of you rush out the door. Well, we'll be back, Reese. Hope you feel better soon. Something weird? Forced how? It was like something was making me go there. I wonder. It was like the carving in the pit last night. Before you had a seizure, it was kind of like you were hypnotized. I didn't really have a good angle from the top of the ladder, but I guess I'll take your word on it. Hypnotism seems like a setup from what we've been dealing with, though. I mean, I don't know. A lot happened last night, but the whole thing is very trance-like. It was kind of similar. What if there's another carving in there? Oh, I mean, that'd be so weird. If there is, I wonder if it give you another vision. Maybe these things have something to do with the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go poke around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on bad vibes Link's got. Did either of you get the impression that Dr. Kelly was afraid of Reese? She never turned her back towards him. Are you sure she wasn't just overprotective? I'm sure all this is going on, but she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy looks 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. Yeah, if she was being overprotective, she would have sat between us and him. She had her back to the window. That's interesting. If anyone around be afraid of someone in the house, Reese should be afraid of his mom. I think you're both reading into things too much. Dr. Kelly is good people. I think I'm just saying, maybe there's more to this dynamic than just him being sick. But it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. Well, could possibly go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting and we wouldn't want to miss the second ghost. Stella hurries off towards the hill, almost if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down slowly darkening street. Lit by the orange hue of the setting sun, the library feels different. The once quaint building in the small town stands imposing structure. The walls holding something stare back at you with menace. Maybe Kaneko is right, and maybe ghosts aren't real. the rest of tonight is going to be pleasant break from the events of the past few days. You can't help but feel that you're about to walk into a slasher movie. You run through the mental list of everyone who's joining you, trying to figure out if you'd make it to the end. You're kidding. Hotties like you usually are the first to go. If anyone has the final goal energy, it's Stellar Kanika. Okay. So this episode might be a little long. It's just, there's a lot of stuff going on, and I kind of wanted to run through some things. So we found out about the mines. We found out that the miners are thinking about having a strike, and we learned a little bit more about our mystery man that's been following us. It might not be him, it might be, I don't know. Can we trust Tabitha? Can we trust anybody in this town? Because it seems like everyone is hiding secrets. Crazy. We then met the mayor, who's an adorable dog, of course. And then we got to meet Reese for the first time, who has very cool, gory art, which I absolutely love. And I do have bad vibes on his mom. I'm excited to go ghost hunting, and I will take you guys along for the ride. So, without further ado, bye-bye!